with us. Bree, before we get into softball, like, you're so funny. On social media, every interview I've ever watched you do is so funny. What do you think every time you watch Bree?
Not that funny. Holding your breath. No, she is. She has such a big personality, and it's just so fun-natured. She's just always a blast to be around.
She's like that when the camera's not rolling, too, I'm sure.
All the time.
Yeah.
Like, never.
Another sauce. Listen, hams unite. Because I got called a ham earlier, too, and I feel like we're on the same wavelength in that aspect. But I want to ask you, obviously, huge year that you've been having. How have you been able to manage the noise throughout this entire year? Because it can be a lot, right? With all the social media and outside voices coming in. How have you been able to deal with the incredible season that you've been having?
I mean, luckily enough, for the first, most part, it's been mostly good stuff, all good stuff. Recently, a few, negative things here and there, but, I mean, nothing that I, lose sleep over at night. And I kind of told myself before this season started that I was focusing on just only listening to myself and my coach, of course, and but as of the noise and picking and choosing what I actually take in and receive, rather than just listening to everything that everyone says, and also listening to everything that I say to myself, because sometimes I create my own noise sometimes that can steer me away. So just picking only, not even the positive stuff, because sometimes the positive stuff doesn't even matter. It's the stuff that I know that I need to keep going forward.
I love that. And Coach, I'm curious, what do you see from the coaching box? What's made her so special this year, both from an on-the-field standpoint, but also off the field as the leader of this team?
Well, just a supreme amount of confidence. She obviously has a tremendous skill, but she has a ton of confidence, and it's just confidence-inducing to the rest of the team. So I'm listening to her talk going, gosh, how much she's grown, and being able to handle all of that. I mean, the noise, the social media, the getting pulled for different interviews, it's so much, and school, right? And trying to hit at this level and play at this level, and there's just so many things that she gets asked to do, and just making sure she's putting her energy in the right spot. It's just great listening to it, because it is so much easier said than done, and she's handled it so beautifully. So she's been a blast to watch.
And talking about the growth, you mentioned it. I'm curious, as you go back to your freshman year, what is something that you wish you could tell freshman Bree as you look into now?
I would tell her to stop obsessing over my own swing and don't take that many swings that year, because I would feel a lot better right now if I didn't take that many swings my freshman year.
I was like, wait, what?
So obsessed over your swing,
well,
and
not
you still swing a ton.
If you think that this,
what?
Guys, the difference between now and freshman year is huge. And I didn't even have... at Auburn, our indoor was open 24 hours a day. She cuts us off. So that's a huge difference, is we get cut off from the indoor.
You don't have a key.
So no cut
off.
off.
The code, but there's a curfew. There's,
safety measures.
Yeah.
There is a point of no return in your swing.
Yes.
Along that same line, and I would love for both of you to weigh in, Coach, I'll start with you. Your social media team put out a great graphic comparing your numbers to 2001 Barry Bonds MVP season.
Unbelievable.
When you are at the level that you're at, and you have a player like this, what do you reach for to make her better every day? When you're already so high up, who do you point to? Who do you show her? What do you do to help her get even better than she already is? Does that make sense? How much is there to
crazy
tinker
question,
with?
because it's how can she really get better?
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
How do you find it?
The graphic was incredible. I sent to my dad. We grew up Giants fans, so we grew up in the Barry Bonds, and got to live it. And so it was such a cool comparison. But no, there's not a way to make her better. It's just a way to make sure she stays present. I mean, she's having a record year. What do we want? What more do you want from her?
And maybe it's as simple as that.
Yeah. Just stay present and just enjoy it, because she's earned everything that she's gotten. She's worked for everything that she's gotten.
You don't agree, though?
Well, I know that there's always room to get better, and she is always going to say that, she's fine. She doesn't need to fix anything. But I, on the other hand, am the one who's no, I've got to do this, this, and this. We've got this kind of pitcher this weekend. I need to be able to do all of this and face every facet of the ball right now. And Coach Steifel's just Just go home. Go home and go to sleep.
Just go home.
Finish your homework or something.
So good.
Anything else?
I appreciate the work.
So the winner of
Not like go home and chill.
Well,
I
take on
appreciate the work,
Tennessee
but you're right. Like they're
in Florida finals on Thursday. Will it be
It's
Georgia
good.
or
Yeah.
Arkansas? We'll find out by
Bree,
tomorrow.
Enough about you. We've given you all the good questions.
Now, it happened
I wanna
at
give you a
2
chance to hype
o'clock
up your
p.m.
teammates, because,
Yes.
as you know, this game is not just about one solo person, right? There's a lot of things that go into it. What is something that you've noticed about this team compared to maybe any other teams that you've seen in the past or experienced or just even watched? What makes this team so special?
So something, it might sound a little like obvious or cliche, but winning is not as hard as it used to be. I feel like on previous teams, I would have to give like 110% of my energy and effort and everything into every single game in order to get a W. And now it's just kind of like we get in there, we do our job, we get out, we win most of the time. Like that's how it works. And so I love
It's
just
just
winning.
the
is
behind
just-
reaction.
It's just
Leave.
a lot easier than it has been in the past, and I credit that, of course, to our amazing pitching staff and our defense, and the diversity in our lineup. We're a hard team to beat, and the lineup, it's just hard to get around us. I mean, there's a lot going on.
She said basically good luck trying to beat us. That's what I'm hearing.
I mean, I couldn't disagree more. I couldn't disagree more.
Tell us from your perspective what makes them
I
special.
think it's never been harder to win. It is hard to win. Everybody's getting so much better.
Yeah.
But what she is feeling is just, I think, is just a collective commitment from everyone. I think she's had years in the past where she's felt like it all fell on her, and that's not the case for anybody on our team. And so when you feel like you're going into the battle and you're all in it together, and everyone carries their weight, and everybody brings a different kind of punch, you just feel a different lightness to you when you get to take the field with them. I think that's what you mean.
Yes, that's
I
what I
hope
meant.
that's what you mean.
A little
Because
combo.
winning is hard, and we'll never take it for granted.
Yeah, it's been so fun to watch. Honestly, this is better TV than anything the three of us could do. Do y'all just want to stay the rest of the night?
What does your schedule look like? Take my mic off. I don't know.
So good. Courtney Dyflo, Bree Ellis. We will see you all on display tomorrow. Before we formally say goodbye, what's the meal tonight? What are we getting into tonight?
I don't know.
Okay.
At the same time.
We'll figure it out. We'll ask you tomorrow.
I think
Yeah.
we're stopping to get something on our way back. I'm
Okay.
going to watch part of the next game.
Love that.
Hot dogs at the concession stand.
That's not
Fat.
what we're talking about.
So good.
Like, that's not what we're eating.
Congratulations, Bree, on a great season. The golden ticket, getting drafted.
Go
and we'll see you
Talons.
out here tomorrow.
That's right.
Courtney Dyflo, Bree Ellis, kind enough to stop by. How fun was that? Oh my gosh.
Wow.
You look at the numbers from Bree this season. It's been another